Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly celebrity reading. This week is Sigourney Weaver. And as I do with all my celebrity readings, they go by subscriber request. So if you have a celebrity you want me to read, drop them in the comments. Now, this is really interesting. This is really funny. First of all, I haven't heard her name in such a long time. I have absolutely no idea what she's doing. I don't Google any of the celebrities because it's always better to have a cold reading, and I don't want to know what's going on with their life. It's more fun for me, and it's also I don't want to have any sort of like emotional attachment because I can have the reading a little biased. So this is a cold reading. Secondly, how funny is it? What I do with all my celebrity readings is I pull up their birth chart. That's all I do. Today happens to be her birthday. So, Sigourney Weaver, happy birthday. You're amazing. I loved Alien. And I really don't know what you've been in since. So, let's get to it. So, what I do with my celebrity readings, I just give a very brief overview of their birth chart to give you an idea of like, why they are the way they are, who they are, and what to expect. So, Sigourney Weaver, she's a Libra, obviously. We're in Libra season. So, what does that mean? First of all, it means that we have that. Not only do we have a bundle of planets in Libra, we have that amazing new moon in Libra on September 25th, so not too long ago. She could have actually been in a new movie. I have no idea. She could have been in a movie, maybe started something new, but there was a lot of attention around her, okay? And the reason why I think it is career related is because she has her midheaven, her Jupiter is literally on her midheaven, okay? And so she has so much luck when it comes to career. This is her 10th house, all right? And so she was born with that. This is in her birth chart. It was part of her destiny to have a lot of luck in her career. She can basically get whatever movie role she wants, basically. It's really fun. The other thing I want to point out is that looking at her birth chart, she's a Libra, but she has a stellium in Libra. That's why this birthday month is so big for her. That's why we're going to see some big news around Sigourney Weaver right now. It's crazy. And secondly, her rising sign is Taurus, okay? So she's been in her head a little bit this year, and she's just kind of like going deep. She's going really deep. That's her 12th house, all right? 12th house. Now, next year is going to be amazing for her. But her being a Libra, this is also very interesting. Jupiter is in Aries right now, and for her as Libra, that's her 7th house of partnerships. Guess where her Chiron is, all right? So Chiron is the wounded healer, and it is in her 7th house of partnerships. So she could have some challenges in partnerships, okay? Relationships and stuff like that. The wounded healer, if you go back to a lot of the celebrities I've read have had their Chiron in the 7th house of partnerships. The most, I guess, famous one would be Leonardo DiCaprio, who, he's never in a relationship for a really long time because it goes deep to their childhood. Now, the reason why Sigourney Weaver may be good in this area is because Venus is in her 7th house. So that really helps. And Venus is in Scorpio. And so there's a lot of intensity there. So it almost balances it out in a weird way. I don't want to go any deeper because I like to keep these really short. And again, the birth chart is just, I want to just give you a very, very, very short overview. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading for Sigourney Weaver. See what's going on with her now and what we can expect from her. Again, she is a Libra with Taurus rising. All right, so I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer, and I don't do reversals if the shadow side comes out and it really, I need to give the message about that, then I will. I use astrology, my guides, and obviously tarot to do the whole reading, and I like to combine it all because astrology and tarot have gone hand in hand for centuries. All right. So that said, wow. Okay. So here we go, Sigourney. This is her reading for, again, her, I guess, her birthday reading. All right. So, yep, she got the Queen of Wands. Listen, she definitely got something she wanted. Listen, this is, the Queen of Wands has the power to attract really whatever she wants. She's popular. She's the most popular. She's charismatic. She, look at the way she just holds that wand fiery, all our passions, ideas, and career related. So I'm going to Google, I'm actually going to Google after this reading. Sigourney Weaver should have probably been in something, okay? She probably has a new movie out. She could have been on a big talk show. She could have, something big could have happened for her career. Again, I don't know what she's been in since Alien. I have no idea. But she definitely got something that she wanted. Now, that's brought us to her heart of the matter is temperance. I love this for her. She's in a position right now. Temperance is, formerly the alchemist, right? This, you can see the Archangel Gabriel here balancing this is all about balance, right? Between the two cups. Balance, moderation, patience to see something through. She's in a good place, okay? She's in a really good place. She's really centering herself. Sigourney Weaver is, I love this for her. I love this energy for her. There's a lot happening in this card, but just think like balance, all right? She's, probably thinking about what does she need more of in her life right now? What does she need less of? But this is really great moving forward. Now, she did get the moon in her challenge area. So I'm getting I think I said earlier, she's in her head a lot these days. And it really is almost like a purging of, especially with the temperance card. What do I need to get rid of? What is taking up, if you think about your brain, here, like an analogy is, think of your brain as a computer, right? And then you put stuff on it, you use all these apps all the time. And then it just crowds your brain, right? The more that you use it. And so think of your mouse as your conscious, right? You click that mouse, drag all that you don't need into the trash bin, okay? Boom. That's exactly what she's doing right now. That is what Sigourney's doing right now. Now, the moon is very emotional, right? It's also, I think that she needs to be a little bit more, as she goes through this process, just really trust her intuition at this point. But she could be a little overwhelmed with things. I mean, the card represents our fears and, a little bit of distress. And if you think about the word the moon, yeah, it goes, what is it? The lunacy is the etymology of it. So we all go a little crazy during the full moon, as you see here. But I think that she just really needs to trust herself a little more. And I think that's exactly what she's doing. I think she's going through this process of, more of like a personal journey. Okay. Now, she did get strength in her crown. I love that for her. This is exactly as you see it. But one detail I do want to point out is that you do see the woman taming the lion. It's really not a power struggle here. It is the lion that's allowing the woman to tame it, okay? And so it's more about synergy, all right? It's almost like, tapping into your spirit animal, wherever you find strength, whether it's God or the universe or your dog or your children or your Gucci bag, whatever it is. It doesn't even matter where you find that strength. And that is what's on her mind, just finding that strength to move forward, okay? Finding that strength to move forward. Again, this is very personal for her. Now, how funny is that? She got the devil in the root of her spread. So, as I said earlier, this whole purging and just process of, what do I need more of? What do I need less of? She is definitely doing that, especially with the devil and the root, okay? The devil is everything that you can imagine. It's, vices and addictions and bad behavior and bad patterns and bad thoughts, and ultimately at the end of the day, the things that just don't serve us well, okay? And so there's some things, it could be toxic, it could be, just stuff that's getting her down, that she's she knows. She knows this. And that's why she's doing this purging. That's why she's in her head just getting everything out and out. And I want, if she was here with me, I would tell her, listen, you're doing a great job. This is really great that you are understanding this whole process of kind of just, going through essentially like a rebirth, right? When we get rid of all those old things, we have all these new things that come in. But, you see the two people here chained to the devil. Those chains are loose now. In order to get rid of all those bad behaviors and vices and addictions and whatnot, first thing you have to do is be aware of the chains. And the biggest energy I'm getting is that she is. That's the whole reason why she's doing this process. So good for her, because look at her future. She got the Nine of Pentacles, okay? And so I love that for her. I love that so much. Nine of Pentacles, success, financial success, financial independence, just a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance. You can see on her gown the symbol of Venus all over it, okay? And so Venus, what is Venus? It represents love and beauty and money and all those things that we desire. Venus is we all love Venus, okay? And so this is her actually having worked hard. This is in her future, by the way. So this is coming. A lot more abundance is coming from her hard work, okay? There's, again, something that new that I'm going to just say a movie that she was in is bringing her this abundance, and also her having this, alignment of mind, body, spirit, just clearing out the things that she does not need moving forward into this, new chapter is really good for her. Now, one other thing I'm going to point out is that, obviously you see all the abundance here. You see the harvest. You see, that even the woman here looks like a movie star, okay? You can see that little snail in the corner on my finger. This is indicating that this is not coming by luck, and it's not coming by like divine intervention or anything like that. This is something that she actually worked hard for, this abundance that's coming. So this is really great for her. There's really nothing I have to clarify. This is pretty much clear as day here. I really love this for her. It's, it's all the fact that she got 4 major, she is going through, this is a significant time for her. Okay, so let's get to her staff. Now, again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like and subscribe. I do a celebrity reading every week, too, if I can get to it. And I do a reading for every sign every week, and monthly readings. And if you're a subscriber, remember, if you want me to read a celebrity, drop them in the comments, and I'll eventually get to them. Now, going to her staff. Okay, so Interesting, Sigourney. Interesting. Happy birthday again. Listen, 4 swords, okay? When I say she's in her head a lot, this is just more further affirmation. The 4 swords is all about healing, okay? It's all about recovery. It's all about resting. Ultimately, it's just stillness of mind. All right, moment of clarity, just really, she could have just gone through a lot in this whole process of her cleansing, her internal cleansing, and, just that realignment, and just getting rid of all the not so great, energies out of her life. It can be taxing on a person. It can be, a lot. So it's really good that she did get the 4 of Swords. I'm very happy she did that. And she does have a lot of, support around her as she does this. She did get the 7 of Wands, okay? This is an external factors area. Something may come through where she feels that I'm just getting an energy of exhaustion, okay? I'm getting an energy of feeling a little drained. Things could have been a little taxing, and again, it's, when you're using your head a lot, that can be, think about just being in a class for like 10 hours. Like, come on, that can be really exhausting. But it is something that could be happening. She could come to a point where she's just really defending herself against something that happened, and it could be in her, private relationship. It can be work related, but she's fine because she's coming to the end of it soon. Clarified the 10 of Swords. Swords are the mental suit, okay? You can see this man here pierced by 10 swords, all right? Not in a good place, all right? But indicating that it feels like you couldn't go any further. All right, just a lot of stress, a lot of burden, a little bit of burnout. Actually, maybe a lot of burnout. But here's the good news: is that 10 is the end of the suit. Okay, and so 10 represents conclusion, right? So this coming up in her external factors, she's going to get relief soon, because what this means, those dark clouds are clearing, all right? And so you see the sun coming out, and you see the hand of the man. The hand gesture is that of the Hierophant, having that deeper wisdom. So when I said earlier, almost like a rebirth, it is almost like a rebirth energy. She will never have to go through this again, all right? This is just, and I feel like this has just been a process too. So she's definitely good. She's definitely good. Now, she did get the Knight of Swords, all right? I call this card Uhtred, son of Uhtred, all right, from The Last Kingdom. If you don't know that show, Jon Snow, all right? Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. This is bold and being courageous and just being able to make quick decisions and it just really just charging forward. Look at that. Look how fast he's going, all right? So this is something that she wants. Remember, again, swords are the mental suits. She just wants to get out of this whole being in her head and all of that very soon, and it is going to happen, and it clearly will happen for her very soon. And she did get the 5 of Wands in her final outcome area, so this is a challenge card as well. It's really interesting that she did get this card, because it's not a major challenge. You can see here that all these people are fighting, all right? Take a closer look. You see, they're really not. They're just swinging their wands in the air. And so this really has to do a lot with just like not seeing eye to eye with people, maybe some arguments, a lot of egos at play for sure. Everyone has a different voice and none of it's being heard, right? But again, it's something that's so not worth your time. This is, I'm on the cusp of like millennial and Gen X, and so a lot of millennials and Gen Z viewers won't understand this reference, or maybe, I don't know, maybe your parents told you, but when we were kids, we didn't have iPhones, we didn't have internet, we didn't have any of that. And so we would actually go outside and play, and we would have sticks, and we would sword fight pretending we were like Star Wars or whatever. This is child's play, all right? This is child's play. So there is going to be some sort of conflict that does come up, and it's just going to be something that's so not worth her time. And again, look at her. The fact that, okay, so first of all, wands, they represent, our ideas and our passions, but also at the same time, really heavy enterprise, career, job, work-related energy. The fact that that was clarified with the 10 of Wands. So you see the 10 of Swords here, mental, like that, her being in her head, like all of that, she's definitely going to take that mouse and press the delete button on a lot of the, things that she does not need in her life, all right, that purging. Now, in her final outcome, 10 of Wands, the end of completion of that, of just working so hard, that back-breaking work, it is just exhausting for her. Remember that big energy here is exhaustion, but again, 10 is the end of the suit, and that's coming to an end. All right, so she may have like a little tiff with some people. I also think that something that's coming through is that it could also be internal for her as well, just a little kind of like a tug of war in terms of her moving forward in her career. Like she's having this little internal battle because there's so much happening in her subconscious, right? And so again, but it's so nominal, she'll get past it, and she does feel exhausted at this point. All right, and so what's really interesting is, again, she's worked really hard, definitely worked really hard. That abundance is coming, and all that hard work, and she's going to basically lay these ones down very, very soon. So it's really interesting. Yeah, she got the 8 of Swords here too, clarifying it. So again, remember, being in her head a lot. Lastly, she got the Hermit. This whole process is going to bring her to a point where she just continues her she's going to get out of her head a bit and just start doing a little bit more soul searching, okay? That's what the Hermit is all about. All right, made a lot of achievements. All right, climbed the top of the mountain. Now, what's next, right? And so, what's really interesting here is we know that she's coming to the end of just, this phase that she's going through in her life. And in terms of what's next for her, she's going to be doing some soul searching, all right? Because you can see that he has a lantern, right? But you can only see so far with lantern light, right? How do you see further than that? You go inside. The light's inside you. That's why I say soul searching, all right? She's definitely going to have that moment. So she's definitely on a very personal, spiritual path here. And, again, she's, what is it? Clearing out the gutters. Is that the right phrase? Or something like that. Anyway, the mind gutter? Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, that's the reading for Sigourney Weaver. She's definitely, no major red flags because she's in the process of doing everything that she needs to be doing, okay? And this is really, really good for her. All of this is just going to come to an end soon, and it's her biggest thing right now. It's what she wants the most, okay? To just get out of this, headspace and into the new, and just get rid of all the stuff that she doesn't need in her life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and that soul searching is going to be good for her. So that's a reading for Sigourney Weaver. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you are new to my channel, would be great if you like and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, definitely drop celebrities in the comments that you want me to read. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.